be able to do some healings. Just to give you guys a background on how this works, I am a business coach and a strategist, but I'm also a healer and intuitive. And so I can kind of see often what's happening for people that's getting in the way of them being able to make more money, both online and offline. And so what we usually start with is, I'm going to ask that for some of you may do this, it's all different just depending on how spirit moves me. But typically I ask that we do body testing, muscle testing for various beliefs. And so the way you do muscle testing is you would stand up, and feel free, if you don't have your computer set up in the way you'd like, to turn your screen off when you stand up if you want to. Either way is fine, or you could just move your screen around, however you want to handle that. You'll stand up and then you'll say the phrase. And when you say the phrase, you'll either go backwards, you'll feel your body lean either backwards or lean forward. And the leaning can be super subtle, or it can be really pronounced. It just varies depending on the phrase. Forwards is yes, backwards is no. And then we're gonna go from there, muscle test, do some healing. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yay. Good. All right. So Charlene is, and is it Charlene? How do you pronounce it?
It's Charlene.
Charlene, awesome, fantastic. So we're gonna do her first. She is joining us from Europe, so it's 10 o'clock at night for her. So we're gonna give her a nice healing and then put her to bed. So also feel free, a couple things. You don't have to stay for everybody's healing unless you want to. Know that I always ask Creator to put the right people in the same group, because almost 100% of the time, whatever I do for Charlene, you're both going to need, you know, Rachel and Heather, and everything that is, and everyone that is watching, you're going to feel the same way. So whenever I do the healings on any of you, I also do a healing and a clearing for everybody that is watching and everybody that is participating. So feel free to, and also feel free to muscle test. So if I'm muscle testing and you're like, I want that, stand up and muscle test yourself. And that is for those of you that are watching as well, and get your own yeses and nos, because a lot of times, again, Creator always puts things together exactly how they should be. Meaning if you're watching on Facebook or if you're in my Zoom group, you know, you're probably needing the healing on everything that I do. Also, if you want to join us, today, I'm not sure how much time I will have after we finish our 3 volunteers, but if I have extra time and I'm feeling really energetic, I'm happy to do healings for other people. I put the Zoom group in, the Zoom link in the Facebook group, so you could pop on here. If you want to pop on here and just be a witness, you can. If you want to pop on here and see if I have time to do a healing for you, you can. But please be aware that if you do hop on here, this is public. Right? So if you're like popping on here and thinking that, you know, we are using this video in multiple places. So just be aware of that if you pop on from the Facebook group. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm super, super excited. So Charlene, tell me what you do.
I do a number of things. So I'm a childcare provider.
Okay.
I'm also a therapist as well.
Okay.
In the sense of I'm a counsellor. So I see children, adults and couples. And I've just started a property business as well.
Okay. And so you've got a lot of things going on. Where are you struggling?
I'm not sure if it's because I've got too many things going on. So I'm not able to give my full time to one particular thing in order to see an actual profit and see it flowing properly.
Okay.
So I do actually have a lot of therapy work coming in. I have a lot of childcare work coming in, but for some particular reason, I'm not seeing the profits building up.
Okay, so the work's coming in, but you're not seeing the profits. And does that mean that you feel like you can't keep the money? Do you know what I mean? Like it's like it's being spent as quickly as it's coming in?
Yeah, and I don't know what I'm actually spending it on. That's
okay.
The issue.
And do you feel like part of it is that you're not charging enough for the services that you are providing?
I think I'm charging a reasonable rate.
It's just not. So something's going on. Like either your expenses are higher than, you know what I mean? Like, or you're, yeah. So it sounds, okay. Okay, good. Stand up. I've got some, so I do readings really quickly, guys, so that, you know, so just know that I'm usually reading you as you're talking. So, okay, so let's actually do, first let's just test your name. So, and actually for all three of you, since you're all standing, we're gonna do this at the same time. We're just gonna make sure you're well calibrated. So go ahead and close your eyes and say, my name is, whatever your name is.
My name is Rochelle.
And I just wanna make sure everybody went forward. Good, I know Rochelle did. Heather, did you?
Yeah.
Good, Charlene?
I did.
Perfect. Okay, and now do I am a striped hyena.
I am a striped hyena.
Striped hyena.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
good. All three
I
of you
almost fell
were
over. Yeah.
a no. Okay, good. So you know your yeses and nos. Fantastic. What a lucky day. I normally don't get everybody calibrated at the same time. Fantastic. All right. So let's muscle test. So for you, Charlene, and the other two of you, just because we're focusing on her, can you guys do this, but put yourselves on mute just so she can hear herself. And welcome, Joel. I'm just gonna ask you to put, I'm gonna mute you as well. So, okay. So Charlene, let's test, I'm allowed to keep money.
I'm allowed to keep money.
Was that a yes?
I'm actually swaying back.
Oh, you are. Okay, because just from your angle, I can't see. So you'll tell me. So that's a no. Interesting. Okay, so let's test one more. I always have to. Let's do. I'm allowed to make more than enough money.
I'm allowed to make more than enough money.
Was that a yes or no?
Yes.
That was a yes. Brilliant. So you're allowed to make it, but you're not allowed to keep it, which is why you're working so damn hard. Okay. Let's just test another version of it. I'm allowed to save money.
I'm allowed to save money.
Was that a yes? No?
Yes.
That's a yes. Okay, great. So have a seat. You know what? Okay, what I'm getting from this is I'm looking into why you're not allowed to keep money. Are you getting anything intuitively? First of all, let me ask you this question. Have you always felt like you can't keep money? Like that you have to work really hard for it and then it comes in and then it goes out?
Yeah, that is my belief, one of my beliefs, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it's been that way for a long time, even when you were little.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, do you have any inkling on why?
I think it's where I've grown up in a household where they've always spent money and never actually kept it. It's just always been spent, and we've had that belief of you're going to pass away at some point, so just spend the money. There's no point in keeping it.
Yeah. Okay. So it is an ancestral piece of it. Like your whole family's been doing this for generations, but I would also go, so are you okay with me talking about past lives?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. So I got immediately that so the current family that you're in, interestingly enough, do you actually get along well with your family?
No, not really.
Okay, so part of this issue or this concern is that in past lives, you were in a tribal unit, and you're not necessarily in that tribal unit in this life, but you were in a tribal unit that you weren't allowed to keep money. Like it was as simple as that. Like when you made money, you always had to give it away or spend it. And if it were found that you kept it, it was very non-spiritual and very like against the ways of that you were supposed to be living. It was like a principle, a high level principle that you all lived by. You didn't have problems with money. You made it, you worked, you received it, but then you weren't allowed to keep it. You had to spend it on your necessities or you had to give it away. And if you kept it, it was like seen as sort of hoarding, like looked down upon.
Okay.
And so those have been passed on not just to you, but to a lot of your ancestors as well. Like, because a lot of your current family and ancestors came from that same tribal unit. And part of it was just, what I'm getting is that tribal unit, part of it was just that you didn't, like, money it didn't mean the same as it does right now. Meaning, like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, giving it away wasn't that big of a deal, which is why you could do it. So it's just a different understanding of money. So is it okay? First of all, how does that all sound to you?
That sounds spot on to how my family are at the moment. So I would say I'm a little bit of an outcast at the moment when it comes to my finances, because I'm trying to stay on top of it all.
Yeah.
But my mum and my sisters, they're always spending, saying, oh, we have to help everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And they see money as an evil thing.
Yeah. And keeping it is an evil thing. And if you don't help everybody, then you're evil.
Yeah.
And really for them, they're just all living under the same principles, Charlene. Meaning, like, it just is it's not so much, they're just not consciously aware of it. There's an unwritten rule that says I'm not allowed to keep money. And if I do, I'm a bad person. And if somebody else needs it and I keep it, well, then I'm a double, triple bad person. And you are somebody who's trying to, like, the reason you're even on this call, right, is there's a soul level part of you that's like, no, like, just no, like, whatever this is, I am getting rid of it in this lifetime. Like, because I'm not carrying this forward. Like, you're real clear. Like, your soul is like, I'm not even carrying it past this year. Like, let's not even talk about forever. Like, we're getting rid of this now. And so there's something that's really up for you right now, like this piece around money. And it's part of the reason you're working so hard with so many jobs is because you really want to get ahead. Like, you're tired of being behind or it not being enough. So this is going to support all of that. Yeah, all we're going to do. So we're going to do the healing. So what I'm going to do is so would you like to know that you can still, because that tribe that you were part of is a very honorable tribe. It was about helping people. It's about serving people. And it's one of the reasons you're a therapist. It goes in a total alignment with, and why you have trouble letting go of that therapy work. No matter what, it always feels like you have to be doing something, and childcare, to be supporting people and helping people, especially those that need your help. And so we're just going to give you permission. We're going to carry forth, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to carry forward this beautiful gift that you have. You're very generous. You're very nurturing. You're very good, frankly, at handling and taking care of a lot of details and a lot of people. Like, you're the kind of person I would want at my, like, you're that friend at a party where when the friend comes in, she, like, takes care of things, like, naturally. And everyone kind of wants you around because you know how to do that both on an emotional level and on a practical physical level as well. And you did it a lot in your family as well, is like put the pieces together that everyone else had broken or fallen apart, which is part of the reason. So what I'm going to do is we're going to carry that forward, but we're going to clear and release the obligation that you always have to play that role, because you really don't want to be the one that always has to do that anymore. And so we're going to keep it, but we're going to give you the choice to be able to play that role if you want to. Like, if it's your best friend and she's getting married, you know what I mean? And you want to make it big for her. But if you walk into a party and it is a shit show, you want to have the ability to turn around and walk away and just be like, I'm going home. I'm going to bed, and I'm not going to handle any of this situation because it's not my thing right now. So we're going to give you the choice to handle what you want to handle, let go of what you want to let go. And that goes in terms of not just friends and family and social situations, but also business obligations and work stuff, so that you can have the opportunity to walk away and to quit things that aren't serving you, where you're having to save the day all the time. And be able to be open and knowing in faith that there are going to be other opportunities that give you the ability where you don't have to save the day, but you can still be really powerful and offer your impact. We're also going to clear and release this whole notion of, so we're going to go back to the times in which you made an oath that you weren't ever going to keep money, and we're going to clear and release that commitment, that contract, that oath, and that obligation, and we're going to allow you to keep money. We're going to give you creator's definition of money. We're going to release their definition of money. We're going to give you the knowledge that money is power, money is beauty, money is love, money is energy, and that you can welcome it in large amounts and keep it in large amounts. You know, that you're even allowed to keep it just because it's beautiful, right? You don't have to have a reason for it. And you don't have to say yes. We're going to clear and release. I have to say yes to everybody that asks me for money. I have to say yes to every situation that needs money. And we're also going to clear and release. There is also an underlying contract for you of, I'm not allowed to understand my numbers. Because if you're not allowed to keep money, then you're also not allowed to understand it. Meaning, like, you're not allowed to be able to see the story, which is one of the reasons you said, I don't know where it's going. And so we're also going to clear and release, I don't understand money. And we're going to put in, I'm allowed to understand money. I'm allowed to track my numbers. I'm allowed to see where all my money's going. I'm allowed to keep my money. I'm allowed to make more than enough money. I'm allowed to keep an unlimited amount of money. I'm still a good person. If I keep money, I'm still a good person if I say no to certain situations that need money, and I have the ability to say yes and no whenever I want to. So we're just going to download that for Charlene and for everybody who is watching on the live, and everybody that is watching on the Zoom, and everybody that watches in the future as well. We're just going to download that now. We're going to clear and release everything that we talked about, any contracts, obligations, commitments, blessings, curses, or contracts. All right. Charlene, will you, how are you feeling, first of all?
You're great.
Okay, good. And now I just want you to, let's just muscle test it, make sure it's gone. So stand back up and re-muscle test. I'm allowed to keep money. All right, are you getting a yes, no?
It's a yes, I'm going forward.
Okay, yay! Good. So awesome work, Charlene. Sleep well, because the sleep after a healing is fantastic. So enjoy that. Awesome. Yeah, it's okay. I can see you're emotional. It brought up a lot, and that's totally good. It's a good thing.
Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, of course. And I just want to say, for anybody that is watching, if you want more of this, I did just open a new program called the Revenue Breakthrough Virtual Intensive. And there's 2 different options where you can join. It's a virtual 2-day intensive limited to 15 business owners, and everybody gets one-on-one time. And during your one-on-one time, you can either work with me on business strategy, or we can do more healing work and go deeper into healing work. And if that's something that you want more of, anybody that's watching, or if you're interested, you can check it out at revenuebreakthroughintensive.com, revenuebreakthroughintensive.com. I just did a webinar on it. We have a savings on it this week. The normal price is $9.95 for the 2 days, but right now until Friday, it's actually $4.95. So you just want to write down the code SAVE500, SAVE500, all one word. And you want to put that code in the promo box at the Revenue Breakthrough Intensive page. And then you can get yourself registered. We've only got 4 spots left in each intensive, because I just did 2 webinars on it today and yesterday. So if anybody wants to join, you want to get more of this, know that I do this clearing stuff as a group during the intensive. In the mornings, we do clearing and healing on money stuff, and then everybody gets a one-on-one spot, and you can choose whether you want strategy or a healing during your one-on-one time. And I will also put those links in the comments box when this goes live and it's running through the feed as well. Awesome, yay. All right, let's go ahead. Bye, Charlene, thank you.
Bye.
Um, okay, so let's move on to Heather. How are you, Heather? Oh, wait, you're muted. Let me.
I got it.
Okay, yeah.
It took me a second.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Awesome. So tell me what you do.
So I just recently acquired an online business called Ideal Life Vision, which is a manifesting tool and habit coaching for business owners. I also do healing, a ton of different energy work, business strategy, life coaching, and I sell essential oils.
Fantastic. I love all of that. So tell me what you're struggling with.
Well, so I've just recently come off of a day job. I've been working the day job to try to build all this in the evenings. And so time management's been an ongoing issue. So however that's related to money. And then, but anyway, I've just recently been furloughed. And so I'm trying to pull these pieces and move forward with all of them.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a huge gift. Good for you.
It really is. I had a little depression in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I'm working out of it, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to figure out where to put all the pieces. And I seem to cycle in and out of debt for like probably 30 odd years. And so it just continues to be like this hampering, like I find myself manipulating finances more than earning them. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, good. Got it. Let me just do a reading on what to heal. What do we need to clear right now? Okay, I'm getting let's work on your relationship with time, because there's a piece of time in there that actually, okay, so go ahead and stand up. Let's do some muscle testing, because I'm getting we can clear a couple things at the same time. So why don't we test I never have enough time.
Oh, that's a huge, like I almost toppled.
Yeah, you've toppled over. Okay. Well, what's interesting about that is what I'm getting is there's a relationship. Okay, so keep in mind that the body isn't necessarily logical, but there's a relationship between time and debt for you, in the sense that it also feels like you never have enough time to make enough money either. So why don't you muscle test that? I don't have enough time to make enough money.
Yeah, full on, yes.
Okay, so they're both connected. So we can see, I'm gonna try to clear the time one. We'll see if we can also clear the debt one at the same time, but we'll see. That may take longer. Okay, so let's go ahead. You can sit back down.
Okay.
Do you feel like the timepiece has always been an issue?
Yeah, like I'm always running late. I try to fit too much into too little time. And like I lost April and May. I have no idea where they are.
Okay.
So
perfect. Okay. So so funny. My clients are all coming on to join on the healing. Hey, Mary. So they know how valuable this is to be in the presence of it. Okay. So one more question. When you were super little, like even when you were like little as you can remember, did you feel like you were always kind of running out of time then, or that you lost time?
So I don't have a direct answer to that. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. So I do have this feeling of I never got to do what I wanted to do.
Okay. So the reason I'm asking that is because I actually think this is an interesting thing. It's not so much that you don't have enough time. What I'm getting is that you just don't, you actually spend a lot of times in different planes and in different timelines.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And so it's that and I do too. So I understand that. Like as a child, I did, right? Like half the time my family just knew that I wasn't there. Like wherever I was somewhere else, but I wasn't there. Thankfully, they were pretty cool with it, and I didn't necessarily get yelled at for it. And to this day, my husband knows I'm not there a good 50% of the time, right? Like, and he's cool with it too. But I think that you were one of those kids I was the youngest, you were the oldest. You weren't allowed to be, I mean, like you kind of got yelled at.
No. Yeah.
I
had to be available.
You had to be available. I didn't, right? And so there's you. So what's interesting is I think this was set up almost like it was set up to be such a struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas if you weren't needing to be so present all the time, you could have just glided a little bit more, you know what I mean? Through like being here, being there, being in this timeline, being in this dimension, being on this planet. And you weren't allowed to do that. And what created for you is a lot of conflict around time, presence, productivity, choices, focus. These are all things that you struggle with. What we're gonna do first, and this may seem odd, but this, I always go with what I'm getting, is that we're gonna repair your relationship with time travel and time period, so that you can start to honor wherever you are. I want you to start to honor your soul and spirit, because it does like to fly around, and it actually does need time to fly around, and to go visit other dimensions and other planets, especially at night, and in the mornings. And so just really, we're just going to send forgiveness to the little you, because when you came in here to this lifetime, you wanted to have some more freedom than you do have around everything. Freedom around time, freedom around what you were doing with your life. And for whatever reason, your soul didn't necessarily get that experience. You were actually more constrained, just both in your family and in the work that you chose now. What's interesting is that there's no coincidences, and now you're getting that time. Like, you know, you were furloughed for a reason, to be able to step into what your soul really wants is more space and time. So we're going to go ahead and heal. So there's a law of time. And so the laws are actually really big presence. Like there's the law of manifesting and the law of time and the law of cause and effect. So we're just going to ask for you to be able to be deeply connected with the law of time again, so that you don't feel you're in contention with it. We're going to bring back your understanding, because here's what's interesting. I'm a time traveler too. And as such, the thing that you have to get, or not, you don't have to, I shouldn't say, you know, you could get, is that when you're a time traveler, you don't see time the same way as everybody else does.
So I so struggle with how people.
But it means that you have superpowers that you could recognize. Like, you don't need as long as everybody else does to get something done. You don't have to. So like, it just gives you more space to be able to say, so maybe I'm 20 minutes late to this. We're just going to get it done faster. You know, maybe I didn't quite start this when I wanted to. That's okay. It's still going to happen. And just start to like really mend that relationship with time in a way that you don't have to be in conflict with it anymore. And whatever time you're on is whatever time you're on. Whether you're early, whether you're late, it just really understanding that the notion of human time is simply that, a notion of human time. And that you can live around it, you can live above it, you can live underneath it. It's a very circular thing. And on a deep level, you totally get that. So you don't have to worry so much anymore. And it would probably be good just practically to also let your clients know that. Because, you know, it is something I let my clients know. I'm like, the concept of time means something very different for me than it will for you. And it's okay for you to just trust me that I'm going to get everything done.
Okay.
And you're going to get everything you need, regardless of what time it is. And so that's just for you to start to believe that,
Okay.
for yourself, and then also start to express that to other people is important. Okay, we're also going to clear and release this belief of I don't have enough time, I don't like time, I'm always behind. We're also going to clear and release the belief of I don't have enough time for money. To make money, I have to be in debt because I don't have time. Being in debt is my punishment because I'm always late. It's a huge punishment for you, because you always feel behind or late or unfocused, or like you can't get the wrong thing done. Then the debt comes as like a punishment for that. So we're going to clear and release that, and we're going to download I have plenty of time. I understand the law of time. I'm in a good relationship with time. Time is my friend. I have an unlimited amount of time. I always have more than enough time. And I work with time. I can be focused and disciplined. I'm allowed to get out of debt. I don't have to have debt. If I have debt, it is my choice. I choose to have debt. If I want to have debt for a particular reason, I can also choose to go out of debt when I want to. And money is always working for me on my side. We're going to download all of those and clear everything out. Oh, and your soul came into this lifetime wanting to learn this lesson. So we're just going to let your soul know that you've learned it. Enough already. We don't need to struggle anymore around time or debt or punishment or focus or discipline. You can let that all go and let your soul know that you are strongly wise now around time and that you can work with it. And that at this point in your life moving forward, what your soul is working on and your higher self is working on is actually becoming a time traveler, like an intentional time traveler. You know, and really working with it and actually helping other people to let go of their time issues as well. And any punishments that they put on themselves around this piece of time. Oh, that's fun. I just saw you sprout wings in your healing. So that was nice. Good. So do you want to, let's just muscle test and see where we are. Okay, so try, what did we muscle test before? Is it I have enough time?
I have enough time. That was a yes.
Great. And then also let's do, I'm allowed to get out of debt.
I'm allowed, oh, that's funny. My ego was trying to push me backwards, but that was a yes.
Yeah, good. Your body's a yes, so good. So we've cleared a lot of it. And I actually think, just so you know, you can really have fun with this, Heather, right? If you just let go of needing it to have to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
Great, Heather. Awesome. So we're going to move on to Rochelle. And just so you guys, the other guys that are coming on here, most likely I'm not going to have time to do more healings than Rochelle. You know, I just want to give you a heads up just because I got to run after, by the time we get to the top of the hour. But feel free to stay on and do the muscle testing and play with me because, you know, this is always fun to be in that energy. Awesome. Rochelle, tell me, I know what you're up to, but just for everybody to hear, tell me what you do and then what you're struggling with.
I do business coaching, and recently I've been struggling with getting new clients, and it's been I think the pandemic made it a little worse, but it was starting to do before that as well. Now, the other thing, Monica, since we started this call, my dog is like glued to me. I guess she's feeling your energy.
Yeah, it happens with all the animals, by the way, like for a lot of my clients. Yeah.
I mean, she's glued. So I just wanted to see that that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, it's your vibration shifts when you're in the theta energy, you know, and they love it. I'm not actually in my home, but if I were in my home, you'd see my cat, like you'd see the tail flip because he's very attracted to the healings. Yeah.
She's like glued. She's listening to your voice and it's really funny.
They start barking. Yeah. My clients, like, it happens all the time. They're always like, Monica, I have to mute you all the time because I have to mute myself on your calls because when they hear your voice, they come.
And I'm also struggling with raising my fees.
Okay.
So getting a lot of
so getting clients and raising your fees. Okay. So, okay. Stand up. I got an immediate read. So let's see.
Can I hold her or do I have to put her down?
You can hold her. She's either way is fine. She's actually, so I don't know if you know, but I grew up talking to animals. So I can actually, I worked at a zoo. And so she's actually very interested in helping you to do these healings. She wants to take part. She's like, you know, no, this is my person. I'm gonna help her.
Like glued to me. And she
So let's test, getting clients is easy.
Getting clients is easy. And I'm moving forward and normally it's not. That's interesting.
Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna have you try that. Will you put the dog down for a moment and then try it without her? Okay. Is it a her or a him?
Her.
Her.
Okay, getting clients is easy. No, I'm almost falling on my.
Yeah, because she's very like wanting to participate. So, so you know, definitely, you know, yeah, you can tell her she can come back on your lap when you sit back down. Oh, let's just try a bigger statement here, Rochelle. Things can be easy, just period. Things can be easy.
Things can be easy.
No. Yeah, see, it's bigger. In general, okay, so let's try one more belief, which is I have to struggle.
I have to struggle.
That's a no. Okay, good. That was a no, right?
I was falling back.
Okay, yeah. So it's not about everything. I have to struggle to get clients.
I have to struggle to get clients. And it's funny, I'm moving back.
Okay, good, 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 good. So it can't be easy, but you don't necessarily have to struggle. What about I have to struggle to get new clients?
I have to struggle to get new clients.
That's a yes. So do you have a lot of repeat clients?
Yes.
Or
Once
renewals?
I have clients, I can have a client for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a block against new clients, but you have no issue keeping clients, you know, because you can build a, okay, great. So, all right, let's just test one more muscle thing before you sit down, which is the struggle. This particular struggle makes me stronger.
This particular struggle makes me stronger.
It's a no, right? That's a no. Okay, so this particular struggle helps me to identify with my clients.
This particular struggle helps me identify with my clients. Yes.
Yeah, that's a strong yes. Okay, there we go. All right, so we can sit back down.
I always have a struggle, especially around technology. So should we test something around that or no?
No, I think let's just stick with this one first,
Okay.
and then we can do other ones later. But this is just, I mean, fundamentally, you are somebody that wants to be the best coach ever for your clients. And so this is part of it, is if you struggle to get new clients, then you understand them better because they're struggling to get new clients. And so there's an underlying set of beliefs there that I have to experience every struggle that my new clients are experiencing. And if I don't, then I can't resonate with them, and then I can't be a good teacher. So we're just going to clear and release that belief. So what we're going to let you know, Rachel, is that first of all, you don't have to resonate with every struggle of your new clients because you have had multiple lifetimes. So you've already experienced all struggles and you're already wise beyond all measure for everything that they've come in. So we're going to clear and release that you have to struggle like they did. And we're also going to let you know that you don't, even if you haven't experienced that struggle in a past lifetime, you can go up to Creator and work with Creator to help them resolve any struggle because you're not doing this alone. You're doing this in conjunction with God or the universe. Do you prefer God? What kind of, or the
God, higher.
It doesn't matter. Okay, good. Just making sure because the people are sensitive. You know, you can go up to God and get whatever help you need to, you know, for this particular person. And so therefore, you're not actually doing this alone. So we're going to clear it. We're going to resolve and clear. I'm doing everything alone. It has to be hard. It has to be a struggle. We're going to download. It can be easy to get clients. It can be easy for me to get new clients. It's easy for me to find new clients. It's easy for me to sign new clients. It's easy for me to build relationships with new clients. And I don't have to have struggles in order to understand or to resonate with my clients or be a better coach. We're going to resolve and complete all of that. And we're also just going to go back. There's a particular past lifetime where in that lifetime, part of the it was sort of like a martial art in that past lifetime. And part of the process of learning to be a master in that martial art was that you had to like experience pain. It was like part of the process to become like a Jedi, whatever that was in that time. And so we're going to, and that's part of why in this lifetime, like you experience a struggle on the path to getting something that you really want. So we're going to just go ahead and clear and release that you have to go through that process of that kind of crazy martial art-ish kind of like dance every time you're trying to get a new client. And we're going to let you know you've already done it. You've completed it. You're already master, and you don't have to prove it over and over again every time. We're going to resolve and complete that. All right, let's go ahead and do those downloads. We're also just going to download, I'm allowed to get new clients. It is possible for me to get new clients. with ease. It is possible for me to get new clients with ease. It is possible for, I'm allowed to get new clients with ease. I can get new clients with ease. I know how to get new clients with ease as well. All right, how are you feeling?
Lighter, like I'm breathing lighter.
Good, good.
Automatically, I feel much lighter.
Oh, fantastic. Good. So let's muscle test. Let's see where we've got. So let's test. It is easy for me to get new clients.
It is easy for me to get new clients.
Yay! That's a yes. Good. Yay. So we've cleared it. So that should make life easier. Now, keep in mind, Russia, everything is relative right now until we can all get, you know what I mean, until we get let out of our houses. But at least, you know, at least now you're not carrying such a big burden around.
Even about raising fees, is that doable?
Let's try that. It is possible for me to raise my fees.
It is. No, I'm still going backwards.
Yeah, so that one we didn't test at all. So we didn't do a clearing on that. We don't have time at the moment to go into that one, but definitely if you want more of this for everybody that's watching, sign up for the Revenue Breakthrough Intensive. It is it's an opportunity for you to come in and get some more one-on-one support from me. It's a group, it's over 2 days. It's either June 11th and 12th or June 11th and 12th or June 25th and 26th. Those are the 2 date options. June 10th and 11th has 4 spots left. And June 25th and 26th, I think, has 6 spots left. And again, what it is it's 2 virtual days. Everybody will get one-on-one time with me. You can either use your one-on-one time for a healing or you can use it for business strategy. I can try to do a combo if we can fit that in over time. And also we're going to do some healing as a group together. So it's a great place for you guys to come get more. The normal investment in the Revenue Breakthrough Intensive is $995. But between now and Friday, it's $495. So you just go to revenuebreakthroughintensive.com, put the link in there, and then you put the code SAVE500 in there and you can get it for $495, or there's a 2-pay. And I believe the 2-pay is 2-pay for $292, but definitely check the page for that exact number. And for anybody that's watching as well, if you want a one-on-one healing with me, I do offer those. My one-on-one healings right now are $595 for 45 minutes. And we work on as much as we can possibly work on, right? So you come, tell me all your struggles, we muscle test until we find all your no's, and then we work on some deep stuff. And I will tell you, as a receiver of this, it's pretty powerful. Whenever I've had any blocks in my business, I work them out, and then it's crazy how much the light opens in front of me. So if that is something that you're interested in, just email us at support@revenuebreakthrough.com, and we can get you on the calendar and get you set up. For you ladies, thank you, and Mie, so great to see you here. Thank you for participating and adding your energy.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica.
And Jewel, I know that you're with us as well. Thank you so much for adding your energy. I appreciate.
I always love to watch you, Monica.
I appreciate all of you. Sleep well tonight. Be well. I will be doing another healing again in, what are we in June. I guess we're in May now. I'll be doing another healing in June, and when I do them once a month. So come back, watch the next one, be part of the next one. And I send everybody love. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.